Hi everyone, and welcome to week 3 of the Allegiance of American Football. I'm going to make my picks today for this weekend's game. We're going to start with Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock on the Bleacher Report Network. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I'll let you know what I think about their coverage on Monday. But 3 o'clock, the long home-awaited opener of the Salt Lake City Stallions. They're hosting the Arizona Hotshots and will be the league's first rematch ever. Arizona coming in at 2-0. Salt Lake coming in at 0-2. These teams met in week 1 in Tempe, Arizona. John Wolford was the offensive MVP of the week. And they end up winning that game 38-22. That week, the special teams and defense didn't really show for Stallions. Last week against Birmingham, it was the offense and special teams that didn't show up for Salt Lake City. Now, I'm rooting really hard for Salt Lake City in this game. I mean, I don't think it's very healthy for the league to have 3 3-0 teams and 3 0-3 teams by the time this weekend's over. I really don't. But with that said, I'll be rooting hard for Salt Lake, but I see Arizona win this game real easily. Josh Woodrum is still day-to-day with the Salt Lake Stallions, so it looks like it'll either be Austin Allen again or Matt Linehan. And Austin Allen didn't play too bad last week against Birmingham, but it was, in fact, they had a good running game also. Bergeron ran the ball real good. But you're facing an Arizona Hotshots team that's flying right now. John Wolford is real good. Their running backs, Tim Cook, is good. Rashid Ross on the receiving side is doing awesome. I'm hoping for a good turnout at Rice Stadium. This is really the only cold weather team we have in this league, so I'm kind of hoping this will be the Green Bay Packers of this league. Weather's going to be about 36 degrees and sunny, so it's going to be pretty good football weather. But I see Arizona winning this game really easily. Like it did week 1, I'm going to go 30-15. I think they'll double them up. Second game, it's going to be the 3-0 Orlando Apollos hosting, the 2-0 Orlando Apollos. To tell you what I think about them, I go up against and hosting the 0-2 Memphis Express. Orlando had a big win on the road last week against San Antonio. They destroyed Atlanta at home in week 1. Memphis is coming off 2 losses. Both on one at home to last week to Arizona, a game which they blew despite getting 4 turnovers, and they blew. And in week 1, they lost on the road to Birmingham. Mike Singletary of Memphis has a good defense. The problem is they spent way too much time on the field. Last week, with the help of 4 turnovers and Zach Stacy become the league's first 100-yard rusher, built a healthy lead on Arizona, but because the passing offense of Memphis is not exact, Christian Hackenberg looks like Rick Ankiel and Chuck Knobloch throwing the ball right now. He is terrible. I wonder if they're going to go with Brandon Silvers or Zach Mettenberger soon, because, as I said, I'll be rooting for Memphis because I don't think it's good to have a whole bunch of 3-0-3 teams, but Orlando's going to destroy this team. Memphis better hope that Zach Stacy has a huge day running the ball, and they better hope that Christian Mackenberg can somehow find a few receivers that'll hold on to the ball, and his offensive line needs to protect him. If Memphis cannot throw the ball against this team, it's going to be a long day for Memphis. They couldn't throw a ball against Arizona last week, despite 4 turnovers and getting that early lead. Garrett Gilbert's the best player in the league right now. His passing offense, his fun and gun offense is rolling. I see Orlando winning this game big. I'm gonna go 36-9 in this one. This game will be a 8 o'clock game on the NFL Network. Weather's supposed to be 85 degrees, so it's going to be even unseasonably warm in Orlando, even this time of year. Sunday, our first game, a 4 o'clock game on the CBS Sports Network. 2-0 Birmingham. Go in and take the Atlanta Legends in Georgia State Stadium. Their long home awaited opener, and you could make the case that maybe the Atlanta Legends are the worst team in the league. If that ain't bad enough, the guy faced the best defense in the league. Birmingham has played shutout bowl 7 of 8 quarters so far. They look dominant. Their offense, other than Luis Perez, who's doing a good job managing his offense, is played solid both games, looking good, but he's not having much help. His receivers drop way too many balls, and I think they all start looking to Trent Richardson to run the ball a lot more often, and against this Atlanta defense, that can be done. We saw San Diego last week run the ball big time with Gerald Gardner. If they get him going, Trent Richardson, it's going to be a long day for Atlanta. Now, Matt Sims for Atlanta has played well. He's hung in there tough, but again, he has no help. His receivers, again, drop too many balls. They really can't run. And their defense, although played good last week, wore down the fourth quarter because their offense couldn't score any points. Gardner ran all over him in the fourth quarter for 2 touchdowns. San Diego wound up getting their first 2 touchdowns of the year in the fourth quarter. Again, I would like to see Atlanta win. For the same reasons as above, I don't think it's good to have a whole bunch of 3-0 and 0-3 teams. But I do give Atlanta a chance in this game because the Birmingham offense is not that good. I do. Out of all the 0-2 teams, I think they have the best chance of winning this weekend because Birmingham really can't score that well. They rely on their defense heavily. But other than Matt Sims, there's really nothing on that Atlanta team that really strikes you. Birmingham's going to win this in the defensive battle. I can see this being an 18-9 game. Birmingham going 3-0, Atlanta going 0-3. So I think we're going to have 3-0 teams and 3 0-3 teams anyway. Not good for the league. Now the final game, of course, Sunday night on the NFL Network. 1-1 San Antonio Commanders going to San Diego to take on the San Diego Fleet. These teams met in week 1, so there's our second rematch of the weekend. They met in San Antonio. San Antonio won 15-6, and of course everyone remembers the play on Sean Washington knocking Mike Berkovici's helmet off. Oh boy, what a hit that was. San Antonio Commanders lost a heartbreaker at home last week to Orlando. They played that team real well. Logan Woodside, their quarterback, is playing good. He's solid. He's not Garrett Gilbert or Luis Perez, but he managed the game well. But he's got some of the best receivers on that team. Plus, Kenny Farrell could run the ball good. And despite the fact they gave up a lot of points last week, they seem to have a pretty good defense. Don't forget, a lot of those points were scored on a pick 6 late in the game. So San Diego's coming 1-1 with their home opener win last week against Atlanta. Looks like Jordy Nelson's going to start a quarterback again over Mike Berkovici, and they're probably better off. I won't be too hard on Berkovici. He didn't play that bad week 1, but Jordy Nelson did a good job managing the game for San Diego last week. Gerald Gardner of the San Diego Fleet had a 100-yard game, the league's second 100-yard rushing. In fact, they almost had 200 yards rushing against Atlanta. But you're not playing the Atlanta defense, you're playing the San Antonio defense. And they dominated San Diego week 1. I think they're doing well here. It's going to be about 60 degrees and sunny in San Diego, so we're going to have good football weather for that game also. Atlanta is also going to be 60 degrees, cloudy, and 50% chance of rain, so there may be a messy game. But I'm going to go with San Antonio on this one. Last time it was 15-6. I'm going to go 18-12. San Antonio wins this game, so San Antonio will go to 2-1. San Diego will go to 1-2. And that's my picks for this week's AAF of Week 3. Let me know what you think. Good luck to all the teams out there. I'm gonna be rooting for all the underdogs this weekend, except for San Diego. But I see the 3-0 team. I see the 2-0 teams all going to 3-0. Unfortunately. Let me know what you think. We'll see you Monday when we talk about the results.